Hello and welcome to Beyond the Film Podcast. I'm Ryan, your one and only host this week, and today I'm talking about Undertone. Undertone follows the story of Evie and Justin, two podcast hosts that delve into stories of the paranormal. Justin gets an email containing 10 audio files that, in the vein of VHS movies, all seem to be connected in some way, shape, or form. It's quite obvious very early on that these audio files are not what they seem, and they definitely hold many secrets that are found throughout the movie. Since no one is here to argue with me this week, I can honestly say that I feel Undertone was one of the scariest movies I've seen in recent memory, honestly probably since Longlegs. It uses a technique that we have not seen successful since the original Paranormal Activity film. It is very quiet, there is a sense of dread throughout the entire movie, not much happens, it's a very, very slow burn, but when done successfully, slow burns can turn into some of the most terrifying films. Undertone does something that other films do not do. It relies heavy on audio instead of visual horror, which can be very effective. I personally am affected very strongly by audio horror. I think audio horror, there's something about audio wavelengths that just, they creep me out, they give me the ick. This film always has something going on, whether it's a teapot that the main character refuses to remove off of her stove, or if it's her putting her headphones on, you always hear the ruffle of it. They do a great job of using 3D audio so that sounds come from all over the theater. Honestly, I wish I would have seen this one in Dolby Atmos, but it just was not playing at my theater. While Undertone isn't exactly a found footage film, it does share aspects of a found footage film. It takes these audio files and it kind of makes you feel like you're living in this, recording a podcast with Evie and Justin. From experience, it is very similar, and they do show a lot of the backgrounds of what happens in a podcast. Going back to the camera work always does a great job of never showing too much. It will show just what is needed compared to showing other characters. We never see Justin's face. We only really follow Evie in what she sees. It skips past unnecessary issues. It skips past unnecessary plot points. But it will always show us exactly what we do need to see. Like I said before, the main focus of this film is audio, and there is a lot of sitting and listening to audio and just kind of looking at Evie's face. But there's always something happening in the background if you pay attention. Almost like in Longlegs, how you could always see the devil in the background. There's always something happening in the background, and even when there isn't, you're expecting there to be something to happen. I laughed a lot at the trailers because the trailers say the scariest movie you've ever heard or something like that. They may not exactly be wrong. This may be one of the scarier films I've ever listened to. I don't know if I can really compare what they've done in this film. The sound engineering in this film is so unique that truly you have to be anxious watching it because you've never really heard anything like this. Overall, on my review site, I give Undertone a 4 out of 5, and I suggest seeing it in theaters to get the exact experience through the audio of 3D atmosphere. I'm not sure if this will translate well even to headphones. It might. I'd be curious to see how a home viewing of would work. Undertone's greatest sound effect that brings the most fear, though, is quite possibly pure, unfiltered silence. Silence is not natural to the human ear. It works very well in horror. It makes you very uneasy because it's not a sound that your brain is used to hearing. You always have some kind of sound in your ear, whether it's wind, whether it's blood rushing through your head. There is no such thing as pure silence in a normal human's hearing. Overall, A24's Undertone is unique, it's fun, it's fresh, and quite honestly, it's scary. Give it a watch, see it in theaters. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and catch us next week with hopefully our regular hosts back. Bye-bye. We are Christmas together. We are Christmas Christmas together.